Good morning, everybody. Well, today is day 2. And I'm on Route 33, headed to Seneca Rocks. I don't know. I don't know what today's going to be like. There's supposed to be, I had it listed as 30 miles. But the sign I just passed says 35. Now, my route popped me over to like Old 33. And maybe that cuts down some mileage. But I don't think it does. The whole day is going to be on the road and climbing up hills. Which we're already starting. It dumped on me yesterday, the last 4 miles heading into Elkins. I ended up in a hotel, which you guys probably know. I was able to get all my stuff dry. And I didn't do much when I got to Elkins. It was still raining pretty hard. And I swung by the city park to try to hide under the pavilion to figure out what I was going to do. And there was several other people under the pavilion. So I just left. I ain't getting into it. Anyways, more blabbing later. There's a big hill in front of me. And trucks. We're going to take off and see if we can make it there. Follow along, like and subscribe, comment. Tell your friends. Thanks for watching. I saw the other end of this route on my shuttle ride up to the Blackwater State Park, and there was no shoulder. Later today, I'll show the camp off and the new setup on the bike. I should have plenty of time today, and we should have good weather. Anyways, on we go. Just a couple miles into 33. It's busy, and there's not too much of a shoulder currently, but I'm on my first, I guess, long climb, and it turns into a 2-lane road, or 4-lane, I guess, with a pretty wide shoulder, at least what I'm looking at. So I'm going to toss the earbuds in and roll with it. Yeah, it turns into a 4-lane highway here, and I don't know if that's just going up the mountain or if that'll be for a while. Speed limit's 65 now. It was 55, but I can see the sign moving on from here at 65. But there is a super wide shoulder. So with this wide of a shoulder, I feel okay. I forgot to put a mirror on this bike. I have a mirror. I was going to bring it for this bike because I knew I was going to be on the road a while, but I forgot it, and I'm not happy about that. But anyways, on we go. cold. I made it up and over the first climb, I think of 4. And I dropped off of 33 onto old 33. I guess on the map it's marked 33/8. Somewhere up the road. So I'm taking 33 to Seneca Rocks, and I guess I'm going to bounce off 33 on a few sections of old Route 33. And I don't know if it adds a lot of miles. I'm pretty sure it adds a little more elevation gain. Not positive. But so far, it's certainly worth it. There is way less traffic, and I guess I'm riding along the river. I can't see it currently for the vegetation, but I passed 2 waterfalls coming down the mountain already, which obviously I would have missed if I stayed on the highway. I think this section is 4 or 5 miles long before I get back on 33 again. It is 9:30. So technically I've been at it for about an hour and a half. It was 8 when I left Elkins. Anyways, just kind of taking my time. I'm guessing I'll get to Seneca Rocks pretty early, but who knows. On we go. Bowden Cave. I want to walk back in there, but I don't know if I want to take the time to put my Crocs on, because I am not walking through that in my shoes. Well, I'm probably wasting a bunch of time. I don't know, but I got the Crocs locked in the four-wheel drive mode. I got the headlamp ready. Let's go. See how much, I don't know, let's go check out this cave. Water's probably super cold. The air here is super cold. Oh, that's cold. You know, these Crocs actually have halfway decent grip. Biggest issue, be drying my feet off before I put my shoes back on. This is Bowden Cave, and it is a muddy mess actually, at least on the outside here. Oh man, I'm gonna bust. Oh, I ain't climbing up in that. So it's super muddy, and I can see where other people have slipped. And I've already slipped once or twice. I'm lucky I haven't fallen yet. People go caving here. I saw pictures, and there's a lot of cool formations, but obviously you got to crawl up in there. That's maybe 3 feet opening, and I ain't climbing in there. I'm not sure this was worth putting my Crocs on for. All right, let's see if I can get back down without falling. I don't know if you can tell. Well, look at that. That's all mud. Maybe clay. You can see the marks here where people have fallen. I plan out my route using an app called the All Trails app. You gotta be really cautious with the All Trails app because it'll mark a trail that isn't really a trail. Sometimes, ooh, that's cold. Sometimes it's private property or whatever. So I use the All Trails app, and then I use Google Maps to verify stuff. And once I have my route planned out, I go back on Google Maps and I zoom in and I follow my route on Google Maps, because stuff like this will pop up on Google Maps. And then I got little notes I use, and I write out notes of where I'm going, the miles, and then I try to write out places I see on Google Maps that might be cool to check out, like the Bowden Cave here. If you didn't know this was here, you would just drive on past it. Anyways, my feet's wet. I'm gonna try to dry them off and then get my shoes on and get rolling again. am about to jump back on 33 and probably start the next climb. Not 100% sure. Well, definitely jumping back on 33. Well, 33. Well, I am on top of Shavers Mountain. Elevation 3,020 feet, according to the sign that I'm looking at. Took me 30 to 40 minutes to get to the top. That's about 2 miles long at around 7% grade, according to the signs coming up the mountain. I feel like that's decent time, 30, 40 minutes. I don't know. It was around 11 when I got to the top. I've been goofing off up here for 20 minutes or so. I've got about 6 miles on 33 before I get off on old 33 again. Looks like another climb or two before I get to old 33. And then on old 33, there's one more climb, and then it should be a drop all the way to Seneca Rocks. I believe Seneca Rocks is about 20 miles away. You know, I've been accused of having a bias against certain people, and the accusation was false. At least about the people I was being told I had a bias against. I don't have a bias against homeless people, but I do have a bias against I do have a bias against people smoking meth. So I got to the top of the mountain here, and I was obviously going to take a break, and I pulled into the little parking area for, like, I think Otters Creek recreational area. I don't know. I didn't stick around very long. I got a picture. I parked my bike, got a picture, and some dude got out of his car. I don't even know what he got out of his car and he walked over and he asked me to not point my camera at him. And I told him, you know, the camera is not on. He's talking about the camera on my handlebars. And I told him it wasn't on. He's like, I just don't like cameras pointed at me. So I didn't even hassle. I just got on the bike and I didn't bother having a conversation with him. I just got on the bike and left. So I'm at the other side of the hill at this point. Not too far from where he's at, but this dude is certainly smoking meth or heroin or whatever it is. If you've been around it, you can tell when you see it. I don't have a bias against very many people, but if you're smoking meth or heroin, I kind of have a little bias against you. I don't know, maybe it's just me. On we go. zero shoulder, and I got no mirror. Man, what a drop. Oh man, look at that. I am at the Rich Mountain Overlook, which probably my biggest climb for the day. I think I have one more climb to do. I don't know how it compares with this. I am dropping off back onto Old 33 off of the main route here. I think I got 14 miles left, but I believe the last 8 or 9 miles is coming down off of the last climb. I don't know, we'll see. Like and subscribe, follow along. These climbs are rough. On we go. Oh, that's steep. I am at the bottom of my last climb for the day, headed towards Seneca Rocks. I am at the bottom of Rich Mountain in Job, West Virginia. I am starting up my last climb, and I have discovered that it is gravel. One is going to be a taste of what I got coming tomorrow, because almost all of my climbing tomorrow is going to be gravel. And probably ain't going to have any traffic coming up the hill. I was about to throw my earbuds in, but my phone's almost dead. So I'm charging my phone. I'm going to get up this dang hill. I believe I've made it to the top of the last hill for the day. I'm not 100% sure though. I'm certainly at the top of this hill. I don't think there's any more hills today. So it should be a decline of some sort all the way into Seneca Rocks, I think. This last climb's been all gravel. So maybe a sneak peek of what I got going on tomorrow. I think I got 10 miles left today. It's quite windy up here, but this place is beautiful up here. I tell you what, if this is what the Highlands Trail is like, whoo! Oh, there's a car coming. Oh, this downhill is going to be scary. It's all gravel and it's steep. Well, it's time to get going. Someone mentioned a natural spring down this way, and if I could find it, I'll probably stop and get me some water. I'm down to like just a couple of sips. On we go. I made it to Seneca Rocks. I thought my trip was going to be over here. I was going to find a place to stealth camp. But I just found out that I can camp at the fire department, which is up the road a couple miles. So I'm going to get back up that way. You probably saw coming down this, I got a hill to climb up. It's like an 8% grade. The sign said a half a mile, but it's over a mile long. So I figure at least an hour to get back up to the fire department. It's a couple miles. I don't know. I guess I get there, I'm gonna set up camp, then I'll go over this bicycle. Got some new bags. Follow along.
This is quality content. Like